morning. Start swimming. Going live. Oké. Daar zijn we dan. Patching. No, no. Oh. Okay. Something like that. Okay, let me check this microphone and see if it is properly working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just started recycling some clay just right now. I got some of it on my sweater. No big deal. Clay washes out really, really easily, fortunately. Oh, hey. I think I can just clip my mic on this thing. Yeah. Oop. That's much better. I think it also has more clearance right now. Oh, hey, Willow Mouse. Thank you. Hello, I hope you're having a nice day. How are you doing? I just tuned in right now. I am recycling some clay. I As you can see, I have these huge heaps over here. This is just two big piles of mud, basically. Rehydrated clay scraps. You just throw everything in a big bin, pour water on it, let it saturate, and then you pour off the excess water, and then you put it on plaster slabs like these, and the slabs will suck out the moisture, so it will become firm enough to turn into clay again. And then you still have to wedge it for a while to make it nice and homogeneous again, and get the lumps out, and you have fresh clay again, good to go for use. Oh, you tried pottery, ceramics several times, and it's just so difficult. So difficult art form. Having a great day, thank you. True art form. Yes, I can relate. Ceramics is hard. I've been doing it now for how long? I believe 9 years now. Pretty long actually, but I've been doing it for a while, or 8 maybe. Well, maybe 8 or 9. And to be fair, pottery, like throwing vessels on the wheel, I cannot do it. It's too hard for me. To be fair, I have never really put in the hours or the time to try it, but throwing pottery is like such a specific skill, and to be fair, I am not really too what's the word, into it, or I am not really too motivated to create such things. I think it's really cool, but for me, I'm more interested in sculptural things. So I wasn't really motivated to put the amount of hours in to really get those skills to make nice big vessels. So yeah, throwing really hard, and ceramics in general also hard. It has a bit of a steep learning curve, you could say. It's kind of like you really have to like get used to and learn all the properties of the material, the way it dries, the way and what stages you can best work with it, in what stages you can trim it and stuff like that, having it not dry too fast so that it doesn't crack. Also all the firing process, also all, yeah, there are a lot of things. But once you get sort of used to it, it's a pretty natural process to work with. Or well, I don't know if I would call it easy, but it's like it's sort of natural feeling. Oh, well, that makes you feel better. Oh, well, I'm glad. It's pottery is a beast of its own. Really, yeah, really it is. I mean, you see all those people on socials, on TikTok and Instagram, like making all these beautiful vessels, moon jars, and then you think, I want to do it too. And then you go to a pottery class and you show the pictures, like, can I make this? Can I make this? And then the teacher is probably like, yeah, you can try. It looks easy, but it's very hard. It's so fragile and wobbly, the whole material, and so soft. And it takes a lot of steady-handedness and firmness to really, well, push it and shape it into the shape you want. And that's a very specific skill, very different from building and more sculptural forms. Oh, hey, Justin, hello. Hope all is well with you. Well, thank you. I hope with you too. I am looking to build my own studio at home, and I am intrigued by your decantation system under your faucet. Oh, that's so funny. You noticed that. Thanks for noticing. Let me. I think. Whoop. I can show you a little bit. Very cool, by the way, that you want to try making your own studio. That's very cool. Yeah, for one of those things like for ceramics, you really kind of want to have like a dedicated space to it, right? Like when you draw, you can or even paint. If you do it at a small scale, you can usually do it at home, but like pottery, you want like a kiln and a place for the kiln, and you want all the for the mess the clay makes. So yeah, I recommend making a space. Very cool, very cool. Good luck with that, by the way. The system you can see under my sink. I actually made this whole. I made this whole installation of sinks myself. Oh, actually, yeah. I got a new mic. It's now hooked up to me. I can just walk over there, and you should be able to hear me fine. Hey, hey, I'm a free man. I can walk around. Uh, these sinks, I actually built these myself. This is like an old school bench, school table. This one as well. I got these very nice ceramic sinks secondhand, and these are three trash bins hooked up to one another, and it's kind of like a well, a sedimentary filter. I'm not sure what you call this, but I saw it online and it was really expensive, so I decided to build my own with my brother. And it's basically three stages. One goes like in a step lower after the other, and it drains away just into the sewage. So what happens is when you wash your clay tools or in your clay water, when you wash it away, it goes in the first bin, and the heavy particles of the clay, they sediment to the bottom, and then some of it are still what's the word, expanded, no, suspended in the water, and they go to the next bin. Some more is sedimented, and then to the final bin, and then like most of it is sedimented to the bottom of the bins. So clean water goes into the pipes. And the reason you want this in the first place is all that sediment clay, it clogs up your pipes really bad. So you don't want to pour straight clay water into the sink. If you keep doing that, very soon or later, you're gonna have clogged pipes, and it's very hard to remove, and it's gonna be an expensive plumbing job, I guess. So don't do that. That's why you want to do this. Well, thanks, Willow. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah. It's really it's a simple principle. It was a bit hard to figure it out to make it all watertight. I used some like the pipe or sink, like the sink couplings to make the connections. Let me zoom this out a little bit. I can actually doodle-doo, doodle-dookie. Yeah, you're welcome. Let me actually draw a little bit. More clearly. Yeah. So yeah, it's like this. Water comes in here, and all the particles, they sediment to the bottom. So it's like most of them go down, then the water leaks to the next place, sediment, more sediment, and then to the final place. It's really, you could also do it with two bins or even one, but like the more the better, the more the less sediment goes into the sewage system. That's kind of the principle. Oh, of course, if you want to do it the really cheap way, is just use buckets. And yeah, just have a sink, or you can just not even use a sink, just use like a big tub just in the space you use. Just have a big tub and then you clean all your stuff in there and just let the water just sediment. And once you have like, there's a thick layer of sediment in there, you just scoop out the water with another bucket and you can drain that away safely because there's no sediment in there. And the rest of it you can scoop out and you can dry it out and recycle it again, or maybe throw it away if it is contaminated. So really, you can just use buckets or any other way to just sort of do it by hand. But this system under your sink is really just for convenience. So I don't have to think about it or clean anything. I have to clean it, by the way, at some point because these things get filled up, and I should actually clean. They are pretty full, so I should clean them sooner or later someday. But yeah, this is really just for convenience. At what frequency do you have to empty the sediments? Actually, I have. I haven't cleaned them yet. Funny as it sounds, I have been having them for. Is it 3 years? That's very long actually, but with the way I work, I don't really have too much like clay water or muddy water. It really is just dry scraps, and I can just use them again and then recycle them. But yeah, it depends. I think if you do pottery, you have to clean them much more often, because when you do pottery, you end up with like a lot of like muddy waste and water cleaning it all the time and stuff. You have like a lot of clay waste and wet clay waste, and you kind of want to drain that away and clean all your rags and sponges and stuff like that. So if you're a potter, yeah, I think those bins fill up much more frequently. I've heard like people who have to clean them like twice a year or something, and those are like potters that like do a lot of pottery. So yeah. So yeah, I recommend. The budget option is just use a few buckets or just a big bucket. Buckets are always useful to have in the studio, and you can do it that way. Yeah, yeah, true. A lot of cleaning to do. True. It's, cleaning is especially for potters for throwing. Yeah, they need to do a lot of cleaning. Hey, you're welcome. Do you do this full time, as in full-time job? No, I don't do this full time. It really is sort of on the side right now. But yeah, right now I am actually, speaking of recycling clay, I am recycling clay. Let me show you a little bit more. Big piles of mud. These just came from these bins. I just had them. These are just filled with dry scraps, and then I just pour water on them, rehydrate them, and now I can hopefully turn them into clay again. I have to say, I think I have a little bit too much of recycled clay because, as you can see, the plaster slabs are not that thick, and there's like a lot of wet clay on there. So I hope I will be able to get them dry enough using this amount of clay. Actually, you can tell. Oh, oof, that's really wet still. Well, I'm just gonna be patient. And maybe I will have to leave them here for a few days. Worst case, but nah, not a big deal. Yeah, okay. Well, speaking of full-time job, no, this isn't my full-time job, that's true. I'm actually not really working right now. I am sort of recovering from a burnout, actually, which has been going on for a few years now. And I do live off benefits at the moment. And I'm very lucky to have this sort of facilities and have had the time and the was allowed to also work on my own practice as an artist at the same time. But things do look a little bit better now. I am getting better and also am motivated to try and, well, try to make a living out of my art. But until recently, that wasn't really an option for me. Like the mental health in my life was just not good enough to even consider that. But yeah, clay heals. Yes, it does. Thank you, Justin. It's yeah. This has really been a long, ongoing, and very personal sort of project for me, with also the help of my brother, by the way. We have been building this whole studio by ourselves, and yeah, sort of trying to find again what makes us happy, what makes me happy, speaking for myself, and sort of focusing again on on what really drives me and what I want to make. Oh, bless, so sorry to hear that. So true, Justin. Creativity is in general healing. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you for your empathy. I've gone through similar. Really? Good that you found this. It's the best medicine. Yes, it is. It is actually also one of the reasons I started streaming, actually, which may sound maybe a little bit funny, but uh, uh, I've also like been a lot of just at home and not really much among people, because right after the academy I studied fine arts at the academy in the city of Maastricht over here, and I just dropped right into my burnout and really went basically offline when it comes to making a career in the art world, and just really didn't do anything. And recently I've been doing more, and in recent years also I have attended a few exhibitions. In October I had a really cool exhibition where I showed my ceramic gears and my ceramic nuts and bolts. My nuts and bolts like these, just like a interactive play set people can play with in the space. I will show you more in a second. But it's and that was really cool. It was like an actual proper exhibition with a budget and a curator and a project manager, or artists. I was chosen from a selection. Uh, really cool. But I did feel like a good experience. But I did feel like I wanted a little bit more interaction somehow, and more because, well, you work really hard on the exhibition and the work, and you sit a lot in your studio and not really connecting with people, and then the time exhibition is a relatively short amount of time, and then it's over again. So I felt like, is this it? Do I want this for the rest of my art career, just sitting at home making stuff, and then once in a while I meet some people? No, I want something a little bit more interaction, so to say. And that is one of the reasons why I started streaming, as a an extra form of interaction with audience, but also just to sort of train myself to get better at speaking, presenting, and showing my art and my story and my work, and also maybe collaborating with other artists at some point and creating some more of this transparency when about making art and the art world maybe in general and making art. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in that respect. So yeah, I'm really happy that I started doing this, and thank you for the comments, guys, and the love you said. Let me read some more comments, actually. Yeah, mental health is so important. By the way, I should mention, sorry for the late responses from my part, because also I'm yapping, but the delay with Instagram is really slow. It's like a 17-second delay between you sending a message and coming to me and back and forth. So it may feel like it takes forever for me to respond, but so keep that in mind. Instagram is unfortunately kind of a slow service as opposed to Twitch or YouTube. The servers are slow. Oh, Justin also went through that process as an art teacher, really. Burned out and found refuge in pottery. And now after 3 years, I'm getting better. Oh, thank you for sharing that. That's so cool to hear. I feel like there are so many people also who are going through like similar like burnout pressure stories. Well, I'm very happy for you. Happy for you that you are in the upward trajectory. Well, thank you, Justin. I'm also very happy too. Oh, oh, I just scrolled down and a whole lot more comments. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. All good. Yeah. No worries. We are here to listen to you yap. Well, I'm glad you enjoy my yapping. Let me show you some stuff. Some of the stuff I made. This is a really cool principle or concept I'm working on. Mechanical ceramics. So these are nuts and bolts that can be threaded and assembled in any way you like. And I have like a whole bunch of different parts. Can be moved around. And you can make your own sculpture as a visitor. That's the idea. You can create your own stuff, kind of like a Meccano or a Lego set. Your work is very meditative. Do you think that's a happy accident or a conscious thing? You wanted your work to be meditative or calming. Good question. It's it may be maybe more subconscious than I think. Maybe it's I'm actually not sure. It is it. I just really want to make this stuff. I also don't want to use. I don't really want to make like bright and sort of yelling things, so to say. And I'm really just interested in very simple principles and then executing them in this sort of ceramic clay and in this case interactive way. And so I think that by itself that is sort of meditative. Yeah. So I guess it simply is. Yeah. I do not if that is what you mean. I do not really seek out to make like I want to make a meditative space where you can calm down and or something. It's more I just want to make a sort of calm and more playful. I think my focus is more on playfulness and well, yeah, maybe I'm also more meditative than I realize. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it sounds like it came naturally. Exactly. Well, you have already seen some of my work, I believe, because you sound familiar, but I'm going to pick this thing up anyway. Look at this. Ta-da! Look, it's heavy because the table shakes. This is an example of, let me actually, an example of something I made myself from these pieces. It's kind of like a robot dog. I call it the moon dog. It's kind of like a moon rover. It's like a kind of like a robot or like a creature or a dog. Even has some mobility. And this is completely made from ceramics and all these loose parts. And the point is, I did not really conceive of this beforehand. This is not a planned out product. It's just made from parts I already made, and I decided, oh, hey, these go nicely together. And now I have this. Just like a play set, like a construction Lego set or something, or Lego Technic. Except there are no instructions. Well, thank you. Hey, thanks, Willow. Yeah. It's and Justin. Oh, it's heavy though. It weighs a bunch. I should weigh it actually. And well, just as proof, you can see it all just comes apart, just like that. What, buddy Mary? So, yeah. And then October was the first time I actually exhibited this work at an actual exhibition. And it was really cool because I was a bit nervous, like, oh, would people actually dare to touch it and play with it, or would they break it? And it turned out it went pretty well. And people were actually playing with it and investigating and kind of enchanted, just sitting there like, it was kind of funny. And sort of in this group atmosphere, people were just sort of sitting together, especially at the opening, because there were a number of people during the opening. Yeah, there was really like this sort of a very cool play environment, which was really cool. Let me actually, I think I can show you. Yes, I think this is the proper way to show it. Let me give it a try. Yeah, it sounds great too. The sound, I always forget to talk about the sound or emphasize the sound. It's sort of so much of a given to me at this point. But yeah, the sound is also a big deal for me. It is like a such a nice raw experience being able to touch this sort of stone-like material and feeling it scrape and wear and tear against itself. And it also creates this dust, this sort of white powder is being ground up from the material itself. It slowly wears away as it is being used and small pieces are chipping off. Very nice, very nice. Let me show you actually, maybe I can, if we do like a proper bit of a close-up maybe. Can I do a close-up? And you can properly see more the textures. Yeah, now you can see the textures. Look at those textures. Very nice. I kind of want a second camera for my streaming setup so I can have like a close-up shots like this and also the far away overview of me and the studio and stuff like that. Love to see you able to exhibit in UK or London someday. Ooh, would go down a treat, I think. Yeah, the texture. Yes, the texture. Yes. I mean, I think being able to exhibit in other countries, that would be very cool. Yeah. Someday, I think. Right now, I don't really have uh, something like that on the planning. I have an open studio day coming in April. So I will be having an open studio together with other people who are having an open studio in this building. But yeah, for now I have not much planned. But this will certainly not be the last time I will be showing my stuff. And maybe at some point I will even be going international. Yes. I love the rawness of it all. Kind of transports me to older times. Yeah. It is exactly kind of, that's the whole vibe I'm going for, right? It's this sort of old stone-like, kind of like archaeological findings, stone sculptures, except they are mechanical parts and machine-like parts. And you can touch them and play with them and build stuff. I'm based in the Netherlands, so not far from the UK, actually. Are you from the UK? I live in Maastricht, which is the most southern city of the Netherlands. I'm not originally from here, but I moved here, I studied here, and now I'm here. Your ceramic work pollutes the environment with micro ceramics everywhere it goes. Winky face. Very funny, you know. That's my brother, by the way. He's just doing a bit of trolling, I believe. But I guess, well, you're not wrong, because there are like tiny particles of ceramics coming off this stuff, which, I mean, it's basically just rock. It's minerals. It's feldspar and quartz. Quartz and feldspar, I believe. So no big deal. I think we're gonna be fine. You are welcome to Montreal in Canada anytime if you ever go international. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for the invitation. That's very cool. That's a long ways away. That's pretty much on the other side of the globe, I think, for me at least. Based in the UK, outside of London, in a place called Essex, for my sins. Oh, you recall now where you recall now where you live? Did you forget where you live? Okay, I don't quite follow, but yes. Yeah, that's sometimes what can happen with this annoying delay, that conversations get a little bit fragmented. So I apologize. Bear with me. Actually, I want to weigh some of these things because I think that's funny. Because I think that's fun. I haven't actually done that. Uh, can you even see that? A little bit. Uh, That's 0. Hey, hi there. Love your work. All the way from the Caribbean. Oh, hey, so cool. As a pottery instructor for special needs kids, this would be so awesome. And then to interact with, to enhance their fine motor skills. Oh, you're totally right. Hey, well, thanks for saying hi. Hope you're doing well. Loose artisan pottery. Yeah, I mean that would be very cool to have this sort of a yeah for special needs kids, and really I think for anyone this is cool because it's when do you do something like that, I suppose, huh? But that's very cool that you do that. Awesome, I like it. Oh, sorry, you mean for your sins, as in not a great place to live. Okay, okay. Not the nicest place to live. Netherlands and Canada are beautiful places to live. Yeah, yes, I suppose. I do like the Netherlands. It's very urban over here, but it's still a beautiful place. Absolutely. Oh, my brother again about the micro ceramics. Yeah, just a cool crossover thought about microplastics. Yes, microplastics. Micro ceramics are harmless, of course. Yes. Maybe even nutritious to the soil instead. Yes, I think so too. I think it's basically just adds to the soil, right? Not great for your lungs though, bad for your lungs, but for the soil, good, good. Yes, I do think it would be fantastic for kids. Absolutely. Okay, what I was trying. How much does? Okay, I don't think you can even read it, so I just whap. Gonna turn it my way. Volt like this. Almost a kilogram. A kilogram. What's heavier? A kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That's right. A kilogram of steel. You want other units? 2.09 pounds. 33 ounce. And what's this? 2 pounds? 1.5 OZ? Okay, 9.5 kilograms. Yes. I mean 0.95 kilograms. 0.3 kilograms. 0.7 pounds. 11.6 ounce. OZ is ounce, right? Is that like the UK thing, the UK unit? Very weighty indeed, yes. Units 2 kilogram, please. Thank you. I'm gonna now weigh the big thing. I'm guessing it weighs, by the weight of it, I think 12 kilograms. Yes. Woo! 16.17. So a little over 16 kilograms. Yeah, it's pretty hefty. And then in pounds, 35. 35.6. Nice. That's a nice way to curl or to lift, I suppose. I don't do lifting, but ounce, 57. 57 ounces. and 35 pounds and 16 kilograms. Very nice. Yeah, it's hard work being a sculptural artist. Hey, having so much fun. Thank you, lovely. Well, thank you, Jeu de Born. Yeah, well, that was a funny. Let us. I'm just gonna make. Oh, some typos again. Sorry, I missed it. I think I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna make something. Let me readjust that camera a little bit. Oh yeah, by the way, Jeu de Bon, I'm using the new little microphone. So I am a free man. I can go wherever I want. And I'm still audible. Very good. Very good. I don't really know how breathy I am because the mic is a bit in a sensitive mode, so you may hear me. I'm using this thing for the first time. I first had a fixed mic on a stand, but I can now move around, and that's pretty nice. I like that a lot. Okay. So, I have some parts. I can make and assemble. If you guys think the mic is a bit too sensitive, let me know. Then I can tune it down a little bit. If it's like, how do you say, breaking out or like too often, then I can adjust it a little bit if necessary. does pick up my breathing. I see the audio levels. If I go, yeah, okay, should be fine. I think should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, I think I'm going to make another one of those. A little claw. A little crabby claw. As you can see, I have both the parts and I can assemble them. And then we have a new one ready to go. So, yeah, I can clean those up. Clean them up a little bit. Hey, it was nice watching you, but I need to go. Thanks for the infos earlier and keep up the excellent work, man. Well, thank you, Justin. Thank you so much for stopping by, man, and see you around. See you another time. Have a nice day. Peace, Justin. See ya. Okay, now we're gonna do some trimming. Always funny how people on YouTube and social media talk about we. Now we are going to do some trimming, and we are going to. I am going to make it. You guys cannot help me. But I suppose it feels kind of like inclusive, you know, like oh, we are going to do this together. Together, we can achieve great heights. It does sound kind of nice, though. Yeah, I don't really mind it actually. Okay, cutting it off about there should be fine. This thing is a bit wobbly. Because that's also the fun thing about this interactive work with all the pieces. It's never truly finished because I can always make a new piece. And that's kind of the fun about it. I can always sort of dream about, you know, what's a new interesting connection I can make? What's a new interesting way for pieces to come together? I do look a lot at Legos. They are a big inspiration for me. Best toy ever made. So many parts and very interesting ways of connecting pieces with each other. There goes a lot of thought in the design of Lego pieces. So I think that's really cool. And I'm kind of in a similar situation right now. I have the freedom to sort of come up with new cool ways to have pieces come together. Mhm. Oh, do you have any pieces up for sale? At this moment, not actually. No, I am not really selling anything. I am fortunately in a financially situation, I don't really have to. But uh, also because of my whole burnout situation, I was not nearly in a mindset for like really producing a lot of pieces, which I then can also do the effort of selling them. So I was really just making stuff for the sake of making it and trying to find my sort of uh, well, voice and shape the things I want to make. I do have sold like a few like smaller things. I've sold like a small pot I made, and a small relief. So yeah, I like a few times, but like as like an artist making work and selling them is not really happening yet or something. Like I made earlier. Uh, I did not sell this one, but I sold something like this like a year ago or something. Yeah, I completely understand. Do it for you first, always. Yes, exactly. This is a pretty nice jar. Look, with reliefs of fighting knights and soldiers. And it repeats 3 times. Oh my goodness now. Yes, Willow. I can do different things too. Let me get some zoom in. It's focus, 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 focus. Ah, yes. Yeah, I have done a lot of different things over the years. All these mechanical parts are really sort of the most recent iteration and thing I've been making. Or it has also been going on for a number of years now, but I've also done things with kind of inspired by medieval reliefs and also video games like Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Made some things. Well, I'm glad you love it. Yeah. Yeah, I do really think these are really cool pieces. These are really cool pieces. It's actually made, you can see it's like 3 parts come together. It is a pot, but this isn't really like pottery. This isn't thrown. This is really just built with 3 slabs. And I made this original relief, made a mold from it, and then I copied it 3 times. And that's why you see the 3 slabs and they are all identical. So I can have a lot of detail for only a third of the work. Because however much I love this kind of stuff with all these sort of uh, filigree detail and all these nice little monochrome sort of monochrome scene like this with so much detail, I love it, but I don't really love making it. It's a lot of work. So I thought, oh, but what if I use molds? And then I can make it only once, and then I can just copy it as many times as I want. Oh. So that was kind of the thought behind it. But still, it's still work, of course. Every time you want to make a new design, you have to do it again and make a new mold of that again, of course. This is another one. I like this one a lot also. Let me, that's better, yes. Actually, I have the perfect thing for this. Ooh. A turning table. Ta-da. This is also kind of like the way I like to work, the sort of rough edges, and really, it's really just sort of a rolled up slab of clay. You can even see like the fold over here where it comes together. It's really just like that. You can really see the fold of the clay. And then this is a clay that has been stamped with all manner of bird stamps, as you can see. All sorts of tropical birds I got from a bird book I found with, I believe, birds from Bonaire, I think. Oh yeah, Luz, you're from the Caribbean, you said, right? Bonaire is kind of near the place, I believe. Yes, pelicans, ducks, egrets. I'm actually not sure what these egrets are, but I believe these are birds from your part of the world, so you might very well recognize them. Let me check actually if I have the book over here. I'm afraid I do not have it here though. No. No, this is a different book. No. Yeah. I find a book with wildlife from Bonaire and mainly birds. And I thought, oh, these are pretty birds. I'm gonna make stamps of those birds. I can show you. Oh yeah, this one. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. These I made stamps myself, as you can see. I really just traced them from the pictures in the book, and then I traced them on a slab of clay, and then I just sort of shaped them and made them 3D, so to say, and then cast plaster on them, and then you have molds, and you can, and then you have like a big slab of clay. You can also see, like in between the focus, in between the stamps, you can see these thick sort of folds of clay. That's where the clay sort of is pressed out and sort of peels out between the stamps, and I kind of like that aesthetic. Sort of a soft clay-like appearance. Very nice. I have to go pet chickens to attend to. Very important, yes. But keep the beautiful art. So nice to see a bit into your studio and world. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Willow. Even the stamps themselves are gorgeous. Well, thank you. Yes, I have a lot of curious little weird stamps for different things I made. I haven't used them in a while, but hey, thanks for stopping by, and make sure your chickens are properly pet. Very important. Very important here. More chickens, I mean birds. Same stamps, just on a smaller little pot. Hey, see you next time. Take care. Have a nice day. I know. Okay. Whoop. Let's zoom out a little bit. Hey, glad you love it, Lewis. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little bit put over there. I really want a second camera for this. To have a close-up cam, that would be very, very nice. At some point. Okay. Actually, I'm going to take a small break. I'm going to take a toilet break and get myself a snack. So I will see you in a bit. All right. I will be back in like 5 minutes or something. All right. Oh, turn off my audio. Okay, and I'm back. Back. Okay. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to recycle all this clay back here on the slabs because it's still so wet. Ah, jeez, it's so wet, man. I'll be sticking around also in my studio doing some clay building. Oh, cool. Hey, what you making? What you're building? Assuming it's no pottery, since you're building. Oh, this stool scares me. There's the tendency to make a loud noise. But it's not breaking, so don't be afraid. Yeah, that's better. A little bit more detail. Spheres with hibiscus flowers carved out for a hanging lamp piece. Oh, that's awesome. Hibiscus flowers. Let me look that up actually. My kids made the spheres for I'm adding the details. Oh, that's so cool. So you have creativity in the family as well. I love that. Yeah. Also having the kids involved in the creative making of a creative piece. Awesome. Hibiscus. Hibiscus flower. Oh. Oh. Beautiful 5-leaved flower. Oh, yeah, kind of a Mediterranean or tropical, subtropical plant. Also medicinal purposes. Very nice. Are you going to color them with glaze? Oh, your students. I see, I see. Oh, that's cool. Are they like hollow spheres? You're trying to, like big ones? Anyway, in the meantime, I'm also also preparing this piece for final attachment. This one is going onto here or there. I think I'm going to put it over here, but then I first need to scratch it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Adding the clay slip. Hey, Mud Wizard, how you doing? Yeehaw! Looking healthy, fam. Missed you last weekend. Oh, no problem. Was pretty quiet last weekend, also. We have a lot more people buzzing around right now. Oh, and Louis, I'm using local terracotta clay. Oh, so may not be painting them since they'll be a nice earthy red color after firing. Nice, nice. I like that. And yes, hollow spheres, of course. Yeah, yeah, very nice. I do love the look of untreated ceramics. Just the raw look. You may have noticed also that I do not really glaze my pieces because I just love the way the ceramic, the clay looks by itself. And if you add glaze, you add some sort of a layer on top, and it often just sort of takes away from the texture, I feel like. Of course, glaze can be very cool by itself. It's a whole subject by itself. But usually I just go for just what the clay looks like by itself, and just don't prefer to add anything. But by the way, Mud Wizard, how you doing? I believe I saw on your Instagram that you were having some sort of a market, or you were selling stuff, right? How was that? Did you have a nice weekend? Was it last weekend or the weekend before that? I don't really recall. But hope you sold some stuff, maybe? Yes. Ah, you agree. Yes. The clay body unaltered for the purest visual of the material. I do prefer that, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey. Oh, dang, you gotta go. But Wizard. Time to unload the kiln. Hey, market was nice. Might also return next month and do a demo at the same spot. Very nice. We are getting big into swing since the weather is nice. Ah, of course. Oh yeah, because you have your place more sort of partially outside, right? Yeah. So more markets to come, restocking galleries and some retail spots and some yearly events. Cool, awesome, man. Congratulations. Well, I love hearing that that was going well. Yeehaw, man. Yeehaw. My American cowboy friend down in the south. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, cool to hear you're also doing also galleries, you say? Do you like work with galleries? But if you gotta go, you gotta go, you know? So see you around otherwise. Have a nice day. Thanks for stopping by real quick. And have a good day and have a good have fun unloading the kiln, of course. Yeah. Yeah, always exciting to unload the kiln. Okay. Yes, you have ketchup, yeah, on Uh, sorry. Yes, you have. I'll catch you on the flip, friend. Yeah, I'll catch you too later, man. On the alligator, on the flip gator, on the gator, man. Yeah. Cheer up. Hey, have a nice day. Nice work, friend. Well, thank you. The Hati Design Studio. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just finishing some pieces. These are now leather hard, and I'm just sort of trimming them in the final shape before drying and firing them. This is a nice 90-degree angle with threaded screw parts. I think this one is finished. Yeah. Sits flat enough. And I'm going to attach these parts to these parts. Let's do that right now, actually. Yeah. Okay, looks good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hello, Mamad. How you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. All right. I think when this is good, this one should be good. Good to go. Good to go. It does seem sort of asymmetrical for some reason, not sure. Oh, hey, you and Louis Artisan Pottery Mud Wizard, you know each other, or you like their work at least. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's the guy from the Caribbean. Huh, nice. Oh, I should check his page out sometime. Yeah. I have returned. Very naughty Mabel the hen. The hen. The oh, you had some naughty chickens, I see. They did not deserve pets, I suppose. Okay, well, I just keep finicking with this thing, but I think it is fine. Is it symmetric or is it symmetrical enough? I think so. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's good. Das ist gut. Sehr gut. Heel goed. I can push around clay forever, but this is good enough. Girl. Oh, okay. So I will address you with she and her. Right. Okay. And this one's done. Nice little claw. And same part as this one. Oh, actually, is it the same size? Yeah, more or less. Good. Hey. Oh, I think I made it a bit bigger, thicker. This one. Well, yeah, a little too late for trimming right now, but I don't think it's even really that noticeable on camera, honestly. So that's fine. Some minor trimming. Oh, oh, it's really moving. Yeah, I shouldn't touch this anymore. Okay, these can dry now. These can dry. Dry, dry, dry. Dry. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Now, it already has been 4:30. So, oh, later everyone. Y'all enjoy the day. You too, Midwizard Day. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Yup. Okay, I think I'm going to attempt to recycle this big mess over here. This over here. It's a big pile of clay, and really, I am afraid it's really too wet still to recycle this, but I'm going to give it a try. Just a fair try. Because it's still so wet. It's sitting on these plaster slabs just so it can suck out the moisture of the clay. Oh yeah, as you can see, it's like super wet still. It's like mud basically. But I can lift it off the plaster, as you can see, and it's not sticking to the plaster because that part of the clay is already dry enough to pick up. So this is actually kind of firm over here. So what I then usually do, I pick up a big part of this. Whoop. And then it's a bit much smaller part. And then I turn it around. And oof, now the wet side can also dry a little bit more. At least that's the plan. But I believe I have used a little bit too much clay to recycle because it's barely fitting on the slab and it's so much moisture. So I'm not sure if this is going to work today. Probably not. I will probably leave it here for a few days to just evaporate moisture. And then maybe, I don't know, next weekend maybe recycle it proper. But I'm just trying something out here. Okay. I was a bit ambitious with the amount of clay I wanted to recycle. I only have 2 of these plaster slabs and I should probably have 3 for this amount of clay, I think. Where does it all come from? Oh, really? This is just, I think, almost a year worth of scraps. Just scraps I have left over from working with the material. Yes, scraps from other works. Like here, for example, this is right now the amount of scraps I have. I just cut this off from a screw I made earlier because it's always useful to make parts a little bit bigger than they need to be, so you can work easily with them, and then you can cut off the excess so that the rest doesn't really deform during handling when it's still wet and stuff. So this is just excess, and then throw it in the bin, and later you can recycle it like this. That's the cool thing about clay, of course. It is 100% recyclable. The clay, the raw material. Once you fire it, it becomes ceramics, and you can no longer recycle it like clay. So all the scraps you have, you can just endlessly recycle them and use them anew. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. And this is how you recycle. Yeah, you put it on a big plaster slab, the mud, so to say, and then you let this plaster suck out the moisture. And then when it's firm enough, you can wedge it into a nice big ball of clay. I just use a little bit too much clay. That's evident. So it's gonna take a while for this to demoisturize, to desaturate. I'm just sort of flipping it around bit by bit. So more of the wet parts touch the plaster so it dries out faster. Also, I'm using gloves, not because it's toxic or anything, but it's earlier here today it was like 12 degrees Celsius, so this clay is pretty cold, so my hands will be freezing, and it's just a little bit more comfortable. Doing this with bare hands is totally fine otherwise. Oop. Well. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. The clay is actually so wet. I think I'm just going to... Or should I? How wet is this really? It's hard to tell. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to leave it. Yep. Leave it for later. This needs more time. Usually if you have sufficient slabs, or if you just put a thinner layer of clay on it, you can recycle it like within a few hours. And it has been a few hours, so I thought, but well, no, too much clay, too much. So I will do this later. No big deal. Okay. Well. Okay, I think I am going to call it a day. I'm going to clean up a little bit over here. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you all have a nice day. And have a wonderful day. See you next week. I plan to stream next week as well. Every Sunday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Central European time. That is. Okay. Hey, no problem. Willow Mouse. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for chatting. See you next time. All right. Hey, thanks, Lewis. Thank you, guys. Thanks for stopping by. All right, bye-bye. I'm going to sign off and enjoy the weather a little bit more. It's because it's really sunny today. Pretty cold, though. And a kind of a harsh wind, but still nice. Nice weather. All right. See you guys around. Do 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 do. Okay. Bye bye.